What is up YouTube? It's your boy Greezy, and today we're going to be going over how to play Thatcher guide for you here in Rainbow Six. So I'm going to kind of start here as well, just to kind of go over loadouts. Because if you play Thatcher, you have two great choices of guns. The L85, that does roughly 47 damage, 670 fire rate, and then the AR-33, that's 750, 41. So it kind of comes down to how you like to play. Because if you're a sludge player, you already know the L85 is an amazing gun. But I really like to bring the AR-33 just because it has a higher fire rate, and since I do play hollow only majority of my games and how I play with 4:3 being my aspect ratio, I like having the angle grip along with it as well. So I bring the AR-33 here, so I have the angle grip with the hollows, you see. But if you like L85, either one's a great choice. This just comes with less ammo, and the other one has more ammo, so you're just kind of trading off fire rate for ammo for like 5 extra bullets. But I jumped in on Cafe as well, because especially playing a lot of gold play that I play, low plat, and you'll notice a lot of times it kind of seems like Thatcher maybe gets left out more often than he should be, or people don't really understand a lot of great places you can throw your EMPs without worrying about maybe something being a way of catching it, or where you can throw it just to do the most amount of damage, get rid of more electronics than you maybe thought you could. So I like to start over here on that Christmas market area to spawn, because it makes it really simple. You can come over, get the camera. There also you can watch the run out, and then you have a good angle to watch all the spawn peaks. So it depends on where you spawn. If you spawn over on the, I can't remember that side over there is called, the port over, or you have the sail, you can on the dock you can spawn. They're both pretty good. I like spawning out here just because it is one of the more favorite, like, easy access points for the map. But we're gonna start by kind of going up on top first to show you EMPs, because a lot of times when you are playing on Cafe on attack, majority of the time the first defense is probably always going to be upstairs up here in the cocktail site and bar site. That's probably the most common places they're going to have the bombs to start out. So you want to kind of think about what you're going to be playing. So kind of like my thermite video, when you're playing Thatcher, you are playing like a hard support, or maybe a second support you could call it, if you think about how comp play goes. But you're on that player on the roll as well. You want to be droning in, like say your entries, or just helping drone early phase to see how the setup is, so that way you can maybe drone up the red stairs maybe if you want, or if you have both your drones. I like to save both of them so I can drone out a couple different times, or just drone out different areas better, because a lot of times they probably are going to shoot out your drone or the other drone more often than not. So I like to drone it up top to see how they have it set up around the site and where things are at. So a lot of times people are going to reinforce the wall that's right underneath this hatch, that red stairwell. It's a very common one. And so it kind of depends on how they play. Some people may have bandits they put on there, or Kaid. So you want to think about where you are for that as well, to get rid of that. So you have your thermite player, maybe an Ace or Habana, to open that wall so you have access to the cigar or the lounge in here, back here, that's underneath. But you also want to think of other areas they play. So a lot of times people will play back either on piano, that's right underneath right here, or they're going to be playing over in this corner at the pixel peak, so they can watch over to the red wall, or even into the cigar box, so they can watch that, and then the teller, so they can see and get a better angle on you. So back here, a lot of times they'll have maybe an ADS, maybe some magnets, but a lot of places you can throw your drone. So I'll kind of show you where I'm talking about. I'll throw my drone over here. What I mean back over in this pixel. So you kind of see how this is set up here. You have the bomb, and they sit back here in the spot everyone knows it's pixel. Some people maybe call it bitch, but if you're back here in this corner, they're going to have maybe a shield set up right here against this wall, or just kind of in the middle, kind of back here, so they can cover this door. But that way they can also sit up here against this wall and watch the pixel angle that sees all the way over here into the cigar, and register, teller, a lot of different callouts for that area. But if you're up here, you can throw an EMP about right here, and usually it'll be a little bit closer, but it'll get rid of anything. If you throw it about right here and try and get it to stick, anything over here it's going to get rid of. So if there's any ADSs, if they maybe have a Maestro cam over here, maybe a Valk Black Eye, or maybe if there's any WMI magnets, it's going to get rid of those or disable the magnets. So that way you can have your guy that maybe pushed down and dropped over on the new hatch balcony, or have come through red, they can nade out this area now, or even maybe put an Ash breaching charge or a Zov charge on the shield if it's there, and help get rid of it. So that's one place you can throw it. You also can think about how people are going to play. A lot of times there can be ADSs underneath the skylight right here. Maybe there's some ADSs over in the corner. So you can get up on top and you can throw them on the roof, and we don't have to worry about any ADS catching it, maybe a magnet catching it, or anything that could stop the MP from doing damage. So that way it helps you can drone out. Then you can get your magnets or get the EMPs out of the way, make sure your team can get the wall, get rid of some devices, and then you're going to be doing your second set of droning. So after you drone the first time out, see how the setup is. You want to do that for maybe about 30 seconds at most, maybe 40 seconds to try and get everything set up. Go do your job real quick, get everything EMP'd where everything is, and then drone again to see how they've reacted or where maybe the team is pushed. Because once you open up red wall, the team's probably going to try and push back through white, or they're going to be trying to rotate up white to come over to you. They might have someone dropping underneath. So that's when you want to drone out again to see where the team is and how they reacted to what you just did. So that way you can think about where you're going to throw. Maybe if you have one more EMP left, you maybe only did one over there, then one over on the pixel, because you didn't have to worry about the wall. Or maybe one over there on the wall, then one on pixel, because they didn't have anything else really to worry about. Then you can think about where else you need to throw. So maybe you not need to throw one over here on top of skylight, or in the corner more this way towards the double door to cocktail. Or maybe just need to throw it over here above the doorway to cigar to get rid of an ADS or anything that could possibly catch maybe your guy that's going to try and smoke off the double door and smoke off the kitchen, or the freezer, sorry. So your team can now try and get a plant off. So you just want to think about how you're going to drone, how they're set up, how they reacted to it, and go from there. So then from that point, we'll kind of go to another spot you want to throw your Thatcher EMPs, another couple good spots. Is when you're playing down here. So a lot of times teams, the next side they're going to go to if they win that, or they're going to go down here in kitchen. That's a very common one now because it is very viable since how they've reworked the map. But you also want to think about when you're down here trying to get to the wall. So majority of the time, a very basic take or trying to push on attack is to come in through bakery, try and get open this little prep wall, and then go for this main wall. Sometimes you might get teams that want to push for red wall. That's a very uncommon push though. Or you're going to push all the way around and go for white. So either the white wall into freezer, or you're going to try and get the main wall here into the kitchen and the prep wall. But you also think about again where things are going to be placed. A lot of times people are going to put maybe a magnets up here on the wall to stop anything from coming through. They might have an ADS here, they might have a mute jammer. So again, you want to drone in again, like we said, make sure you see where everything is, what things are going on. And at that point, I'm either going to sit back way over here behind this van, so I'm not in an easy spot to be shot by anybody. They might try to run out on either side, or I might just sit up against this wall, because I'll probably put my claymore down on this window. That way I have an easier way of sitting, because usually you're going to probably teammate over here sitting there watching the double door. Drone in, see how things are set up, where everything is, and that way you can try and make sure you play your EMP. So you can throw one right here in this corner, and that'll get rid of anything around right here as well. You get a pretty good size EMP blast. So anything else right here you're going to get rid of. Then you can try to get the wall if they've electrified it, which they probably have, or they might have mute jammed it. And so maybe they didn't have an ADS or any magnets up here that you saw. Then you don't have to worry about it too much. You can try and just try to throw it here and get more stuff. But a lot of times also people are going to play over here because it's become pretty normal for people to sit behind this bar and then want to try and peek and hold this. So at that point they're probably going to have this reinforced. They should anyway. Then they're probably going to have maybe a castle here. That's another very common thing, having a castle in this doorway, having that reinforced. And then this opened is a rotate to get through. And then maybe rotate right here. But they're going to have some over here. So if the person's playing together, they're probably going to have either an ADS sitting here, maybe one up against this wall. That way it kind of is off angle so they can't shoot it out, but it'll still stop deeper throws of frag grenades or flashes. So from there you want to think about, so when you drone it out, you also want to see where things are. So maybe they have the ADS here. You want to throw it up against this wall and try and make sure it doesn't get seen, so it doesn't get rid of. And it'll get rid of that. Or if they have one back here, throw it right in front of the bar. Throw it right at it. That way it'll get rid of the ADS and you can try and nade the guy out or flash him out and get the guy to push. And then at that point you can throw it your MP to get the wall like you normally would. It depends on where they have things put, but you're going to get anything that's on that wall. And that way you can help get your team in and have the best push. So you really want to think about methodically playing Thatcher as well, just kind of like Thermite. You want to play on that hard breach or hard support role. Make sure you're doing things to help your team initially. So droning in maybe your entries or droning out to help make good calls so people know where everyone is or know where players are playing. And that way maybe if you didn't catch one of your operators, you might be able to help find that last operator maybe that you didn't scan or that someone didn't know who it was. So your team has the best chance at winning that round. So you want to do what you can to get rid of anything that can stop maybe the easy kill. So like we saw the ADS that could be back here, you want to get rid of it. And that way your guy can try and nade out and get a freebie on the person that's going to be playing behind the bar. or if anything, you can throw the nade, and it's going to flush him out to become an easy kill for whoever's sitting here playing double door, or whoever you might be able to get to push in through red. Because a lot of times you're going to push the window and probably air jab off up here, or throw an air jab up against this wall to protect, and then you'll be good to go from there. But if you have any other maps maybe you want me to go over, so maybe different spots that you throw your EMPs to try and get rid of things, or if you want me just to go over a few tricks of where you can throw EMPs that I know about, they're really good to get rid of things on different maps, let me know what map or what tricks you'd like to see. Or just other video if you want me to, let me know down in the comments below. If we get 5 likes on this, I can drop another video for you, whatever you guys comment down below. But we'll keep it till next time. Keep it easy, keep it breezy. It's your boy Greezy. I'm out.
That was a bad time.
Drop the diffuser.
Oh shit.
Diffuser has been recovered.
Master's in that little closet. You can plant him.
Main stairs, Jaeger.